So here we have the latest sneaker news, and as always the dates can change. The first one up is the Action Bronson New Balance 992 Tiger Eye. This has now got an official release date, and the colourway looks great for the sort of fall time as well, and autumn time. So it's a perfect time for it to come out. I'm just not completely sold on this colourway. I think for me it's just not doing it for me. However, the materials on this do look very, very nice. And then also we have the Nike Jar Free Halloween. I think this has enjoyed quite a popularity in general. I think the colorways that have come out and just a sort of crazy look. I think it suits Ja Morant as a player as well and as a person. And these are supposed to be sort of glow in the dark as well, and come with a lace doubre which says Morant on it. Yeah, overall pretty cool. Not something for me, but for the younger crowd out there, this is definitely worth checking out. And then also from Anthony Edwards, we've got the Anthony Edwards 2 silhouette, which is A2. You can sort of see on here, we've got 3 different colorways. The With Love pink one was kind of previewed ages ago, and then the blue one also looks really nice, and the black one I think it looks extremely nice. And I think from my experience with the AU1, I do like them and they look really cool, but just not very comfortable after the sort of 3rd or 4th time you wear them, in my opinion. And then also I have the Nike Air Max 90 OG Pink Glow. This is a colourway that I really like. It's just got the simple OG vibes to it, and overall a very clean shoe. I'll be after these in all honesty, and we'll try and sort of pick them up in the next couple of months, hopefully when they release. And then also from Ja Morant, we have the Nike Air Force 1 Low NY versus NY. This has got the NY versus NY logo on the back of the heel, which is sort of embroidered in, and then it's got sort of lace, rope laces, and then also the leather material on this looks like it's all suede. Yeah, it looks pretty nice actually. I think they're pretty cool for an Air Force One. And then we've also got 2 different colorways of the Jordan MVP 92. I do like the white cream colorway. It looks quite sort of sleek and different, and both pairs look pretty cool. Again, the MVP is kind of a riff off the Jordan 7, so yeah, they look fine, but I'd rather pair Jordan 7s in all honesty. And then we've also got the J-Tips Saucony Progrid Triumph 4, which is Flowers Grow Uptown. You can sort of see there's 4 different colorways. Each one has a sort of individual name to it. They all look really nice. I think the pick of the bunch for me is probably going to be the red pair. There's something about the red pair that I really like. But overall, the stuff that we've seen from J-Tips before, it's not much anything different or anything new. I'm not interested in them to be honest, but I can see why people would gravitate towards these. And then also from Adidas, we've got some more Climacool foam runners that they've got, and the one's in cool off-white, and then the other one is a basically Wonder Type colorway. So a little bit different to the ones that obviously released initially, which were just a simple cream colorway, which are kind of sort of more stealthy. However, these colorways look nice and look kind of similar to the Evo SL because of the 3 stripes being in this sort of black grey color. And then also we're supposed to be seeing on the 19th of December the Air Foamposite Pro Pine Green. I think this will be pretty popular in the right light. These shine and look quite sort of funky as well, so I'm sure people will be going for these. And then we've also got the Phantaci Nike Air Max 95 Sandrift. This is, I think, taking a riff off the guitar, and basically paying homage to music. And yeah, overall you can sort of see the strings across the upper. Not my cup of tea personally, and you also get a guitar pick with it as well. Just overall, I think if they didn't have the strings on it would probably be pretty cool, but I'm just not a fan of the strings being on the sneaker. And then also from Nike, we've got the Air Max DN Rome, which is a take on the DN, and it looks like it's been made more winterized and got a sort of outer zipper shroud over it. And overall, a sleek look. I'm guessing that the outsole is going to be a bit more grippier than standard, and like I said, more sort of rugged. But I think the Air Max DNs were pretty rugged anyway. And then we've also got the Air Jordan 5 Wolf Grey, and this is coming out in January of 2026. Yeah, a really nice colorway. I think the materials on this look a bit off on the toe box, but other than that, I think they do look very nice and very cool. And I do like the 23 on the side, and obviously it's a re-release as well, but it's still a very clean shoe. And then we've also got the Air Jordan 4 Sierra Red. This is something that we've seen before. The materials look nice on this. It's going to be dropping for Valentine's Day and probably going to be a women's exclusive. And then also from Nike, we've got the Air DT Max 96 Low. This seems to be coming out in the summer of 2026, and you know, if you're a fan of the highs, this is also the low version, which people might be sort of interested in, I guess. And then something which I've never sort of seen before, in all honesty, and this is probably during a time that I wasn't really that much into sort of sneakers at that time. It's the Nike Air Zoom Huarache 2K4, and this is called the OT Black. Not my favourite of sneakers. I do like the Huarache line, but this one just not doing it for me, and I think it's something that was worn by Kobe Bryant, and I guess if you're a fan of these, then you'll probably pick them up. And then something which Travis Scott has been rocking is the Air Jordan 1 Low OG Shy Pink. So initially these were cancelled, but it looks like they might be back on the cards if Travis Scott has been wearing them, or he could just be wearing, you know, the samples that he's received himself. But either way, I think it's pretty cool. It's not my favourite Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low, however, it's still pretty cool and quite sort of unique as well.